Hey guys, I thought I'd come live to you tonight. Not live, this is actually recorded. So I thought I would just do a roll and stretch night. So you'll need a tennis ball, just one, and a mat so the tennis ball does not roll. So I'm just going to go through the exercises and you can go through them as slowly as you want, but I'm going to just throw them out at you and hopefully they work for you. If you know, rolling the tennis ball, it's almost like self-massage in a way. So if you have, if like your back hurts, sometimes just rolling out your feet will actually loosen up muscles in your back. So you're gonna take your tennis ball, place it on the floor in front of you. Make sure your mat is underneath it, otherwise it will roll. Flying tennis ball. So you're just gonna roll through the middle part of your foot, front and back. And if you feel a sore spot, you wanna just kind of push into it, like really dig into it, and just breathe through it for a few seconds, and then roll through it again. Mine seems to be right where, you know, your heel meets your foot, right there. I think a lot of people have that plantar fasciitis, you know, going on with their feet. So again, you're just rolling through back and forth. You can even go side to a little bit side to side on where your heel meets your foot, okay, and roll it out. And then you do the same thing on the other foot, front and back. Again, if it hurts, if you feel it like deep, really like sharp pain in one spot, just hold it down on the ball there and then roll it out. Same thing. Anywhere on your foot you kind of feel a little bit of pain, okay, and roll it out. So again, I'm just going to throw these out at you kind of quick. You could always go back, you know, if you want to try them with me now and then go back and really revisit everything, it's probably a good idea. What you can also do on the end of the tennis ball is take your foot all the way to the back and lean forward. That's actually going to stretch your calf out, and you kind of like squeegee your feet against the tennis ball. That feels really good on the calf. And then before we get down to the floor, I just want you to reach and try to touch your toes. That should actually feel really good now. And you should probably get down further than you normally would. If you can't normally touch your feet, you could probably touch your feet right now, or you're closer to them. Okay, so then we're gonna come down to the floor, and you're just gonna, again, with the tennis ball, little circles all around your calf and your shin, just rolling it out. Most of us are on our feet so long, or you're sitting so long. There's really kind of no in between, right? So if you roll this out, you'll again find some sore spots, okay? So to get your calf a little bit more, you would put the tennis ball underneath your calf and you'll lean on it, and then you can roll back and forth on that calf. You can turn your leg out, you can turn it back to center, you can turn it to the other side, okay? This is going to be a little bit more intense than the other one. The most intense is if you put your other leg on top and sit on it. Don't do that. Unless you really don't feel any of this other stuff going on, right? Okay. So yeah, you just really want to get all up and down that calf and all different parts of your calf. Okay. And then make sure you do the other side, starting with just the little round ball, front and back, and make sure you get down kind of towards your shin, okay? Just little round circles. Again, if that isn't enough, you put the tennis ball right underneath, like the meat of your calf, and you roll back and forth, okay? Turning out and center, and then the other side. Okay, that's going to get your calf really, really nicely. After you do the calf exercises, just lift up and take a nice stretch. down to your calves or your feet. Just reach towards your feet, I'll say. Okay, so lift up, flex your feet, and reach towards your calves. So I'm going to be back so you can see. Just reach towards your feet. And if you can come down further, please. Just come down. Come down as far as you can go, right? Okay. And the last part of it is you're going to take to your buttocks, your butt, your tush, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to, same thing, we're going to pull dance on the meat part of your butt. These hurt me the most because it really, really gets into your muscles the most. It really, really digs into your butt. So if you have lots of problems with your back, a lot of times if your butt's tight, it's going to pull on your back. So sometimes if you do this, and actually this is the best thing to make my back feel better. Nothing else makes my back feel better than rolling on this ball. So right now I'm on my hip. So if you can roll to the side and on your hip, and just, you can sit on it, you can roll. Okay, same thing, you want to get all parts of your butt. The middle part, all the way down towards the bottom, all the way up towards the top, but not on any bones, right? And I just kind of hula dance. If this is not intense enough for you and you're like, oh, this feels like nothing, again, you can have a seat on the meaty part of your butt. Okay. Number one, just lay your leg out right to the side. Okay. And then bend your legs. And now you're gonna roll on it. Actually, this is the less intense version of this one. So if that first one was like, whoa, way too much, you would come down and you hula dance. You kind of hula dance on the ball. Okay. And don't forget your other side. You still have the other side of your butt to do. Okay. Again, you want to hula dance on all types, the middle part of your butt, the lower, the middle, your hip if you want. You can turn towards the side and get your hip. And again, it takes a lot of leaning into your arms. But if you can do it, it really is well worth it. This really, I'm going to tell you, it really does loosen up my back the best out of anything else. Hopefully it will work for you. If it doesn't, you might just need to stretch. Stretching is always great. Okay, same thing here. If you hit a spot, just sit into it. Sit into that spot and just lean into it. And, breathe. Breathe into it. Okay. Okay, when you're done all of that, up to all fours, tuck your toes. Just roll back and see if anything feels a little bit looser, right? So if you take a deep breath onto your toes and exhale into your heels and push back towards the wall, your hamstring should feel a little bit looser. Walk in towards your feet, tuck your head and roll it up nice and slow. And see how you feel, right? My back feels great, even after just doing that little bit of rolling on my hips and my butt and my calves and everything. So that's it for tonight. And again, you can go through it as slowly as you want. I just wanted to put it out there in case your bodies are hurting, too much sitting, too much standing, or just in general. Okay guys, thanks so much. Have a good night.